Big Breakfast News, 8:05. Back now to Johnny and Liza for the newspaper.
It all fits in together.
Thanks very much,
Thank you very much indeed. Phil Galley, you all right there, Phil?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Listen to him sizzling.
Bouncing along.
Can you hear Phil sizzling?
Can you hear me sizzling?
That's because he's got his breakfast
That's
on
because he
underneath
is.
the desk.
He is.
He's got 3 rashers and a couple of eggs.
I'd love it if
Below
he
the
did. If he
desk.
was all the time cooking under there.
If you did have that, we would love you forever.
We'd love you for it, but actually you couldn't do because
bit
he
of a
wears no
jiggle.
trousers. And you don't want hot fat on Phil's
It's all
already.
on your naked thighs. You don't want that.
You don't want that.
Somebody might.
Phil glazes his thighs with sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Gale, ladies and gentlemen. And his sugar-glazed thighs.
He's a ham.
Just puts the brown sugar on and just puts them under the grill for a bit. Before he goes. Do you know what?
try that
I
at
can
home.
hear a cry. No, don't try that at home. Sugar-coating your thighs is for professionals like
Childish.
Phil only. I can hear a cry. OK. Willard's holding the Daily Mail, which he wasn't meant to do, because it's not even on my card. But anyway, I'm going to go Molam. I smoked cannabis and I did inhale.
No way!
I smoked cannabis and I did inhale. Do you know, I kind of thought the less of Bill Clinton for saying he didn't inhale.
Yeah.
Because the sort of human that feels the peer pressure, like they've got to have a drag of a joint and actually not have any. He's pretty, you know...
I was just pretending.
Yeah.
Really?
What sort of weak human actually feels the social pressure to have to pretend they do it? Either if you're a strong man, you either go no, or you open your mind and
love
sort of
it.
think to yourself, oh, this could expand my mind, I'll have a go at this if
But
you're
I
a
think
teenager.
he's sort of like showed his form, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Past 18
Oh,
months.
I had a drag, I didn't inhale.
Yeah, right.
Dipping your toe in the water's like... Anyway, Mo Molam has said that she did smoke cannabis and she did inhale. There you go.
Lovely
tell you what-
pictures of her as a youngster.
Yes.
She's a right looker.
Yes, she was.
Mo, right looker.
But what I was encouraged by is Mo Molam is going to be in charge of the government's drugs task force. And I was thinking, well, actually, the fact that she smoked cannabis, you've got the people who are in charge of trade and industry, and they've never worked in trade and industry. The people who are generally, traditionally, Secretary of State for Health has never even been near a National Health Hospital. The people who are Department of Secretary of State for Education would never dream of sending their children to a state school. People who are in charge of transport, public transport, tend to drive in Jags.
He's prepared to try it all.
But Mo Molam, she's in charge of drugs and she's tried them.
Nice.
And she's going to have a very, very big weekend in Brighton this weekend as well.
Did she?
She's going to finish the job off and go the whole hog, try everything.
Nice.
It's just a rumour that I am spreading.
What, Mo Molam? Mind you, when she was down here on New Year's Eve, I don't know if you missed our New Year's Eve spectacular. It seems not many of you did. She was really in
She was
good
giving
form.
it lard.
Yeah, no, but she was.
We love Mo.
Yeah, she was at one point. She was talking to Lee Evans.
Couldn't
I
prize
just
them
I just
apart.
wish they'd faded the mics up for that, because that would have been.
Saucy.
Yes. Anyway, Mo Molam, the head of the government's anti-drugs campaign, admits she has smoked cannabis after an acquaintance recalled seeing her hold a joint at a party in America. Imagine remembering that. Where she started as a postgraduate in the 70s. It's actually good to have a minister with some first-hand experience, is our comment there.
Yeah, we like that. Thank you very
I
much.
sometimes wonder if anti-cannabis legislation kind of undermines the publicity for the more,
It'll be legal
for the more
soon.
hard
They can't
substances.
fight it, can they?
Kind of like the way that sort of Santa sort of softens people up for not believing in God. You know what I mean?
That's good, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm not going to go on too much about it. Kids sort of think, well, if that bearded man turns out to be a boogie, what about the other bearded guy you've been telling us about? I think this is the one. They sort of people try it and sort of think, well, they're saying we shouldn't have this one, but it's not that. It doesn't seem that.
You've had a head in your Tupperware box this
I'm not going to go on because
you're fresh.
No, I could get quite. Do you know what? I could get quite controversial about this.
Don't move on. Move on to the
Do you want me to?
star.
Go on.
No.
Do you want me to get a bit? Do you want me to say something a bit?
Move on.
Should I say something?
No.
No, button it. Go on. Controversy.
Should I say something a bit?
No.
All right. OK, start. Mean, moody and mad for a fight. Mike Tyson's arrival at Heathrow causes chaos. Frank Warren, you were down there. What was the scenes like down there?
There was chaos. There was a lot of people there waiting to greet him. He got a big cheer when he got in, and we're trying to get him through. He had his security, or there was security there, and also the police were trying to help, but it got a bit chaotic towards the end.
But we were chatting earlier, and we were saying, despite the fact Mike Tyson is a convicted rapist, you were saying there were lots of women down there as well, begging
There were lots
showing them his phone number.
lots of women. I mean, they were all trying. Lots of girls down there, and obviously he's got women fans.
Anyway, mean, moody and mad for a fight. Mike is in town. And also, my mel of a night with 2 footy hunks. This is Melanie Sykes, who confesses that she had a steamy night with 2 Sunderland players. And I'll tell you, in the first week of this year, Beckham's thong really was the discussion point of the week. So for the rest of the year, whatever is the week's discussion point, we are going to call it the Beckham's thong. Last week, Beckham's thong was Ali G.
So what's it this week?
This week, I think it's going to be either Mel it's Mel Sykes with this loving thing, and I think they're going to start drawing up diagrams of kind of who's slept with who in this kind of showbiz love world, with sort of arrows kind of All Saints and through Robbie and sort of round and round and Maxby, and there's all these different sort of people. I think people are going to start sort of doing who's up who kind of thing.
Pass the parcel.
You don't know who's. That's the trouble with the new celebrities. You don't know who's up who and who's paying the rent. Actually, do you know what? That's my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law came back from Australia at the weekend, and she said that was a really big expression there when people are talking about areas. They go, "It's a bad area, mate. You don't know who's up who and who's paying the rent." It's just nice to be able to bust that one fresh for you on a Monday. But anyway, that's what I expect to be the Beckham song if we don't have a bit of cannabis debate sparked by Mo Molam. It's only Monday at the moment.
Sparked,
We'll decide on spark. Spark it up. You're going to spark that up. Take a look at me now. I've lost 4 stone. Vanessa reveals her new slimmed-down look 14 weeks since her husband walked out.
Smelts.
And what it reminds me of this is what I call the Oprah Winfrey, you know, makeover paradox. It's a weird thing they do. On these shows, they have this thing where it's, look at me now is always the caption on Ricky Lake. What they do is they chat to loads of people. Maybe they're chatting to women whose men have left them because they're really big. And everyone boos the guy and goes, "Oh, boo!" Everyone goes, "This is so bad. You're such a shallow man." This is always. And then the next thing they do is make over the girl they kicked out, so she comes on looking wonderful, and so everyone goes, "Hooray!" It's like saying, "Well, isn't that saying that looks then important?" Yeah, and everyone's going, "How do you feel now?" It's like, what? Because now she's good looking and she wasn't before. You're just proving my point. They never really deal with that because it sort of ruins the whole makeover thing, doesn't it? Sorry to ruin that.
That's daytime for you.
But anyway, take a look at me now. I've lost 4 stone,
Good luck,
says Vanessa. Do you know what? I've rambled, I've gone on, as I do every day. But now I'm going to get in there.
Actually, do you know what? I think we need to have a look at Willard's art.
Yeah, Willard's got some art here. Now, you might remember last time Willard came down here, he carves into matchsticks. Willard, what have you got for us there? Very briefly.
Well, we've got Mike Tyson, and we have Don King.
No.
Oh, yes.
Can we see these close up?
Microscopic art.
Let's have a quick look. I gather that we've used a super macro lens that Phil brought in from home.
Wow, what are you using to carve that, then?
And that is actual size. That match is not as big as the fire. That is ultra close-up they're using.
The match is bigger than Mike, actually, but I think Mike's met his match there.
Let's see the matchstick. Let's see. Here's that matchstick in real life. There it is. It's just behind there. Just kidding. It is actually that matchstick down there. And you got. Was there Don King as well? There?
Yeah, that's Don King. Yeah.
Is it really?
So look at Don King.
Oh yeah, that's Don
Did
King.
you need an extra match for his hair?
Well, if you have a
It
look.
really is donkey.
But if you really want to get the hair effect, you'd light the match. You got about there.
You see, if you look at Mike Don King's hair, it's striking.
Oh, thank you very much.
Sorry about that.
Stop him
Completely
now! Stop him now!
There we go. How long did they take to do there, Willard?
Approximately, Don King took me about 6 hours. Mike Tyson I did 1987, which took me about a week.
Whoa. Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, actually, I was a bit disappointed with you for not altering his tattoos, which, of course, have changed a bit.
Oh, well, I mean...
No, just I thought it was a bit slack of you, if you're attention to detail.
Well, I mean,
it's hardly hard
put it this way. I think I'm the only one that's brought Mike Tyson down to size.
Oh.
Hey, that is fighting talk.
That's fighting talk where I come from.
Smoking.
Which is South
I
London.
respect the guy. I respect him.
That's all right, he's not going to get you, Willard. You didn't start going about It's all right, enough respect, Mike, and giving it all that. It's all right, he's not going to come for you. You've now said on national television you've brought him down to size. Sooner or later you're going to have to deal with that.